Hey guys, DZK here, hitting you up with a quick little video, just some touch-ups of different things. Excuse me. Whew. Delicious. I am doing a bunch of things in my life, but also when watching wrestling. I just finished Elimination Chamber, so I'm going to give you my thoughts on those right now. Going to do those right now. Later on, I'll talk about some Japanese stuff. Yes, the Japanese board that I've joined, that is run by Daniel Talks Pro Wrestling, has me getting a lot more interested in Japanese pro wrestling. At least until the next Chikara DVD comes out. Then we know what I'm watching. And also, Eddie Kingston versus Claudio Castagnoli is happening in Brooklyn. So either this is going to be the best transition to the blow-off match ever, or the best blow-off match ever. I know I'm exaggerating, but it's going to be pretty damn great. Anyone who follows Chikara kind of understands. I hope can understand my utter excitement for whenever they do the blow-off for Kingston and Claudio. Also, when they blow off a potentially... the Chikara blogs have teased a lot the idea that some sort of grand singles championship will be brought into Chikara. Not the Young Lions Cup, not the tag champions, just a singles title, basically, essentially their world champion. And personally, what I would love is for the match that determines that champion to eventually be, whether it be by a tournament or they go straight to the final via vote, because there's voting involved in this, so whether the voting sets up a tournament or just one match. I want it to end up being Kingston and Claudio, personally. I think that's a great matchup, not just because of the rivalry they're having, but because they are two huge figures in Chikara. If you ask me, Ultraman Black, Mike Quackenbush, Eddie Kingston, and Claudio Castagnoli are the four biggest entities, at least on their own, in Chikara. As great as Osiris and Portal and Colony and Fist are, and your Incoherence, when it comes to four individuals who have a history of performing on their own, they are the top guys, especially Ultraman Black recently, Kingston because of in recent times, Claudio just between his face time and his heel time, and Quack because whether people know that he's the freaking owner or not, he's mad over and intensely over. Plus he teamed with Toyota, which always helps. Then again, if I owned a promotion, I would put myself with Toyota too. So that's that. I got this one little freaking bit of hair that sticks out on the side. It looks weird. Wait a minute. Thanks, ear. Now it kind of looks weird, but I'm having YouTube be my stylist. That's fun. So yeah, just some Chikara talk right there. Elimination Chamber. Alberto Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston. Really good. A really good opener. Fun, energetic. Exactly what I wanted it to be. Kofi was athletic. Del Rio was athletic and heelish and his character. And Kofi had fire and intensity. I like this Kofi, and I hope they both, and Del Rio's on his way, but I hope Kingston does eventually get his shot, his chance to shine on a bigger stage at some point. Give him a pay-per-view world title match. He doesn't have to win it, but give him a pay-per-view world title match, and I really don't think anyone will be overly disappointed. Then there was SmackDown Elimination Chamber. I agree with pretty much everyone. Surprised the hell out of me, considering, even though I honestly shouldn't have been surprised. And here's why. When you have talents that have some sort of limits to them, or who just don't perform, a certain work rate, or just don't perform that overly well, you have that cage element, and that intense, and different types of other elements, story elements, psychology elements, cage elements, that help the match. Kane and Big Show were big and bruising. used perfectly. Wade Barrett was conniving, but he was basically fed to Big Show. That was his deal. McIntyre impressed the crap out of me. It helped that when they sent him on fire. They had him just like pissed off from Kelly being fired, eventually rehired, but being fired. So he was pissed, and he showed a lot of fire, and I really like that. That was a good part of the cage. And then Edge and Mysterio, even in the Edge's state, because Edge is not where he was, not at all. Not even in recent years, but my God, he and Mysterio Mysterio is about a bajillion notches down from whenever he's been. But it seems like these two. Apparently, when you put these two in the Elimination Chamber, they put on a pretty damn good show because they started and ended, and it was awesome between those two. It was so great, and I thought the near falls worked here. The false finishes definitely worked. It's hot, great, and the middle of the match did not suck. I thought everyone performed their part well. You just gotta book it. You just gotta book around things, and there you go. That's what it was. Yeah, great match. Santino and Vlad Kozlov versus Slater and Gabriel. Actually, I like Slater and Gabriel as a tag team. They work as a tag team. And Santino and Vlad, I like them. You know, I mean they both. At the end of the day, they're not intense workers, but they're fun. And they can get surprisingly competent when you least expect it. And this was a case where it actually was pretty good. They didn't drag the match down too much. Neither Slater nor Gabriel's neither of their greenness really showed terrible much. So it turned out to be an alright match. It was alright. I mean, it wasn't anything great or even good, but it was okay. Tolerable, and kind of helped, and it helped with the pace of the show actually. Especially on these Elimination Chamber shows, it's nice to see that. Think No Way Out 09. People say, oh, the undercard was really nothing. One, I disagree. Two, it helped on that show because we had to go from a wicked high and then on a wicked high, so we needed some breathing room in the middle. That was still good. I love No Way Out 09. That's a great fucking show. And this was a great show. But that was alright. Then we had Miz versus Jerry Lawler. A good match. Booked well. Lawler it was the match I hoped that they would do. Good drama. Near falls for Lawler. Not pushing him too much, but letting him show some stuff a little here and there. Miz eventually getting a clean win. Cole being a fucking dickhole. I might just do a video on Michael Cole eventually, or in another video I'll rip the fucking shit out of Michael Cole. I'll talk about him. Yeah, and it was good. It was quite good. It was the second worst match of the night, but when your worst match of the night is a above average Santino Vlad match, it's not bad. It's not a bad show. And this was good. I enjoyed it. It was great. When Lawler threw Miz over the announce table to take out Cole. Thought I was gonna poop myself. It was so great. And then we end the night with the Raw Chamber. Great again. Great. You could say a tiny bit below the SmackDown one, but that's no insult to it because this was also great. This was cool stuff. The malfunctioning pod, I heard people talking about the malfunctioning pod spot, and then I watched it and I'm like, it's not terrible, not brilliant. It's kind of there. So in a way, it was a non-factor for me. Then again, it played into the whole Punk Orton deal, so I'm cool with it like that. So there's that. Then again, I don't like the idea of malfunctioning equipment affecting a wrestling match. That kind of pisses me off a little bit, but what have you. Morrison was insane. He had a lot of intensity behind it. As kind of the Spider-Man drop-down spot. A little hokey, but still fucking awesome. Sorry. Really good house episode. Love me some house. It's like a marathon. How many marathons can they do? Not enough, that's what. I'm twirling my hair. Why not? Sheamus beat people up. I'm beginning to like Sheamus more than Orton. Is that bad? Is that a bad thing? Whatever. Cena was Cena. Fine, good, energetic. He had the crowd in his, even when he was laid out in the fucking corner, the chants were about him. That shows who people are, who people are paying to see. It's John fucking Cena. Surprise, he won the Chamber. But yeah, the Morrison stuff was great. Punk was a great heel. I thought the final three was actually really good. The final two ended too quickly. Not enough build to that ending, but what have you. R-Truth was R-Truth, whatever. But yeah, good stuff. Yeah, so there's that. That's Elimination Chamber. This was a great show. Go watch it. Preferably go pay for it. Like when the DVD comes out, I'll probably get it. Or if I'll find some friends who haven't seen it and we'll like order the pay-per-view or something like that together. Because this is worth it. I think this was worth spending a little money on. Indeed. It's one of his hallucination episodes. It's great. Again, I'm talking about House in the middle of a fucking wrestling video, and now I'm leaning really in. Really close to the camera. Look at that hair. Look at that. Head and Shoulders, baby. Head and Shoulders. No, it's some store brand knockoff, which is also very good. Except for this freaking thing over here. So there's Elimination Chamber. Check it out. And to make this a Royal Ramble, let's talk about something else. But I've already talked about two things, so technically it already qualifies, but I'm going to talk faster. Kind of. There we go. Wookie noise. I don't know why I'm hyper. Maybe it was the Nilla wafers and ginger ale. Delicious. I want to let everyone know that I encourage anyone to watch either Kenta Kobashi GHC title defenses. That is stuff that we've been discussing on ProWrest.tv. I want people to look for some good Toway matches. Toway is definitely the most forsaken of the four corners of heaven, as they are called. Masawa, Kobashi, Kawada, Toway. Technically, Toway would be the middle finger because he's the tallest. And also he'd say, fuck you, as he chokeslams you off the apron. Because he's a fucking badass. If you want to know of some Toway matches that you'll probably enjoy, go to ProWrest.tv, PURORESU.TV, that forum, and you'll probably find some good suggestions. Seeing as we have an entire thread devoted to them. We also have some discussion going about Kobashi's title reign. And anyone want to look up some anyone interested in signing up on the thread on the forum, ProWrest.tv. Think about some matches from 1990 in Japan, All Japan, New Japan, Joshi, whatever other Japanese promotions are there from the year 1990. Keep those in mind as you sign up. Yes, the end of this video did indeed turn into a freaking plug for a thread I go to, but if you're interested in Japanese wrestling, I think you'll, even if you don't sign up, read it, because there are some people much more knowledgeable than I am on that thread, to tell you what's good, and you can hear some good opinions on it. So yeah, DoubleCrossKing, stay classy. More ginger ale, please.